Hey. Well, let's see here. Maybe I might have this muted, maybe. Hey, guys. It's the DC Rapper here. It's Friday night. It is time for the DC Rapper. Now I have sound. Alright, awesome. So, it is December 8th. 2017 at 7 p.m. Hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. You see, I'm all ready for Christmas here. I got my Avenger Santa hat on. We're ready to go. Tonight's show is going to be pretty awesome, though. We are going to be talking about a lot of stuff. Ho, 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 yes. Alright, so tonight, and sorry again, you guys, that I haven't been around much within the last month or so. After the holidays, I promise DC Film Talk will be back in full force and running. Just had a lot of things with family and things going on, so I just haven't been able to stream the video game stream as much as I wanted to through the holidays. So again, I do apologize, but starting January 5th, we'll be doing week 1 and 3 of the month, playing video games, and week 2 and 4 is the actual show. So just keep on coming back to our channel here on Twitch, and to figure out what times I'll be streaming, and I'll be posting stuff on Twitter and on Twitch and on Facebook. So just follow us where you can. And we'll get on that. So, tonight's episode, though. Tonight's episode is going to be pretty awesome. We have a special in-studio guest with us. Her name is Emiko Moore. She is pretty awesome. We are going to be talking about Crisis on Earth X. It's the 2017 CW crossover event that happened this past week. So it's fresh on everybody's mind. If you have not seen it, there will be spoilers. We'll be showing some videos. We'll be talking about it. And also, we're going to be talking about a certain Arrow character that Emiko is connected to in some way. I'm not going to say just how just yet, but she is connected. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. So, how's everybody doing, man? I mean, it feels like it's been forever. Game Tease, man, thank you so much. Oops, I got to change that Nightbot, don't I? Oh, boy. So, Game Tease, buddy, how you been? And I thought that was a tease. What did you think was a tease? Did I miss something? Or was it what I said a tease? Alright, so Cat Lady, I appreciate you coming in. I really do. I know that you're doing a lot tonight, so I appreciate you coming in. I gotta get that Nightbot changed. I'm good, buddy. That's awesome. That's good to hear. I hope you can stay for the whole show. I gotta get on this Nightbot here and change some things. With everything going on, that's the one thing I forgot. So, give me a second here. I'm going to get this going on here. Nightbot, there it is. Log in. Alright. So, what's new with you, Game Tease? Anything new? I will keep the stream open, but might have to look, and that's fine. That's totally, I don't mind that at all. I enjoy my talkers and my lookers, as just the same. Though you guys are awesome for coming in, so I do appreciate it. Puddin', how's it going, man? Oh wow! Thank you so much for coming in, Puddin'. Oh my gosh, long time no see. I was just telling the other folks here that had some, family issues, and with the holidays and everything, it's just been, I have found it very difficult to stream anything, so I do apologize. But like I was telling them, starting January 5th, I will be back up in full force doing video game streaming and the show, both. So, be looking for that. Things are good. They're getting better. Let's just put it that way. They're getting better. So I cannot complain. Not one bit. So, it's it's awesome. Okay, so I need to go to my commands, don't I? Okay, so but yeah, man, I mean, everything's good though. I mean, again, I can't complain. How things been going with you, Puddin'? And Puddin', I do need to talk to you probably within the next couple of days. It's about another show that I'm going to be doing. Actually, no, that is tomorrow night. We went to the movies once back last month, and we're going to the movies again tomorrow for Justice League. It's going to be so awesome. Dave and Buster's, my actual employer, actually gave me this prop, this Justice League prop, and it stands pretty tall. It almost hits the ceiling here in the apartment. And what it is, it's how movie theaters sometimes have something, cardboard cutouts of the movie where you can get your picture taken with. That's what I'm going to have at my event tomorrow, along with about 16 prizes to give away. So there's going to be about 4 different raffles going on, and plus the movie. So, it's, trying to put all this together. So what did I think of Thor? I loved Thor. I mean, it was pretty awesome, to be honest with you. Our January 12th show is actually going to be the Thor Ragnarok review and the Justice League review. And I'm hopefully going to have the guest that I'm going to have on there is actually going to have been at both of my screenings for that. So it's going to be pretty cool. I still got to get with him, though, and make sure that he's still, he can still do it. But last I heard, he was up for doing it, so I hope he still is. So I'm not going to talk too much about what I thought of the movie, because that's going to be on our first show in January of the year. I'm liking the emotes there. That's awesome, Puddin'. I appreciate it. So, but yeah, I do have to talk to you, though, for the next show after that, our last show in January. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I don't want to get your hopes up, but it's something that you would be actually interested in doing. Trust me on this. It's going to be really awesome. So how is everybody? I mean, Game Tease, I know that you have been streaming a lot here recently. Sorry I have not been able to get in. But again, been going through a lot with some family and, the holidays. I still haven't got any of my Christmas shopping done yet. And it's the 8th, so we've got less than 3 weeks away before Christmas, and I don't have anything bought yet. Yikes. So, but yeah, so after tomorrow, I'm gonna really. I thought I changed. I gotta. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's what it is. Oh, okay, I got you. We're going to disable that. Alright, so now that won't come up again. Alright, so. Sounds good, dude. Awesome. I can't wait. So. But before we bring our guest on tonight, I want to do one of my favorite segments. And I can't wait to get that started. It's a segment that I introduced about 2 or 3 shows ago, and it went over very well. It is In Their Own Words segment. I don't know if you can hear the squeaking over there, but I guess my dog does not like me doing my web show at this point. She's trying to play with her squeaky toy. Bella, what you doing over there, honey? So, it's pretty cool. So yeah, but before we bring in Emiko, we are going to do the segment called In the Woods. I've got a clip of Stephen Amell talking about the crossover. So, I can't wait to hear within the next few minutes we'll be doing that. So, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. We're going to have a great show tonight, you guys. I mean, I love it when I love it when I have guests, but I especially love it when I have in-studio guests that I can actually interact with and, mess around with. And like I said, we have a few surprises up our sleeve tonight. So it's my dog Bella's bringing the toy closer to me. So she's not taking it farther away. She's bringing it closer to me. Oh man, so but anyway, let's go ahead and start this new segment up. If I can get to it. Let's see, there we go. Alright, so let me introduce the segment. Basically it's Stephen Amell, who plays Arrow in the CW world, talking about the 4-episode crossover, which was Supergirl and Arrow on Monday night, and The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow on Tuesday. So it was a 2-night event, 4 episodes. I've now seen the episode about 3 or 4 times now, so I'm well aware of what's going on. Again, please excuse any of the spoilers if you haven't seen it. I apologize, but it's a pretty cool show. Everybody that I watched it with are like, "Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, it's real." But here we go. We are going to go ahead and play this. Maybe. If I can get it. There we go. Oh, wow. Let's not do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and play this.
What do you guys know about the crossover?
Well, we know it's Barry and Iris's wedding.
That's true.
We know some villains show up from Earth X.
Mm-hmm.
We know it's bigger than ever.
Yeah, I mean, what I can tell you about this year is the order of the episodes, as in Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, Legends. That doesn't mean shit. You can't tell what episode is what episode, right? Like the first episode, it centers on everyone coming together in episode 1 for Barry and Iris's wedding. So you're collecting everyone from all over the place, and then it's really effectively their story throughout the first hour, which would indicate that it's a Flash episode, except it's not. I think it's weird. I would wager to guess that I have the most screen time in all 4 episodes of the crossover. So that's been something. And yeah, I mean, we not to get too inside baseball here, but they have made it bigger than ever. I mean, when we conceived of the crossovers back in season 3 of Arrow and season 1 of Flash, it was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna shoot on the Flash for 4 days. Fine. The crossovers this year took up 6 full weeks of shooting, and I think that in order for us to continue down this path, we as productions and the CW as the network and Warner Brothers at the studio are going to have to fundamentally reconceive how we execute these, because this sort of broke the schedule mold. I mean, it just simply didn't fit. It wasn't that it was 14-hour days every day. It was a very long day. furthermore, I think that if we're going to shoot it like a big 4-hour movie, we have to board it like a big 4-hour movie, and we have to prioritize the schedules of the people that are going to be working the most. If that's me, if that's Melissa, if that's Katie Lotz, if that's Grant, like it's going to change year over year based off of the story. But the payoff is that I've seen one cut of one episode, and it's just, it's like a 4-hour escape, because it takes you. There are some through line storylines like Oliver and Felicity's relationship, and Barry and Iris's relationship, and what's going on with Sarah, and there are through lines there. What's going on with Victor and Franz? It really is, for the first time, like it's an event. It's not a crossover anymore. Like, you can call it the crossover if you want, but it's kind of like calling the Super Bowl just a football game, right? Like, sure, they play football, but there's so much other stuff that goes on with it. It's an event.
Were there any pairings or different show characters that interacted, whether you're including you or others, that you think was really special?
Yeah.
In the crossover? And who is it?
I really enjoy Oliver and Kara's stuff, but not in the way that you might think.
In what way?
I can't tell you. You'll know it when you see it, though.
Different costumes, maybe, or something like that.
Just in general, it's like I got a chance to do some, much in the same way that last year during the crossover we had our 100th episode, and we put ourselves in this alternate reality, and we got to have these exchanges that you really shouldn't be able to have. We get to do that in the crossover, which is great. Which is what you're supposed to do, right? Like, you're supposed to think, okay, within the context of a story that people are going to enjoy and that makes sense, what people do fans want to see interact with one another? And that's a long list, but I feel like we got to execute it, this year more than ever.
Does it really mess with Oliver's head to see somebody in that Prometheus suit again after everything he just went through?
Yeah, that's a weird thing, and I think the payoff there. I think the payoff there for that was really worth it, and led to one of my favorite scenes of the entire season.
All right, so that was In Their Words. This crossover, it's like he said, it's not really a crossover. It's like a mini movie, basically. And that's what I loved about it. If you put it on, if you had it on your DVR, the title said Supergirl, or the title said Arrow, or The Flash, or Legends, but you really couldn't tell from one show to the other what show it was, because it was seamless. It was, have any of you guys actually watched the crossover yet? Has anybody actually seen the crossover? Like I told you, I saw it about 3 or 4 times already, and I was catching something new almost every single time. So, I just bought season 4. I haven't watched any yet. Are you talking? There's only 2 shows that's been in season 4. Are you talking? I'm guessing you're talking of Arrow, because season 4, unless you bought it on season 4 of The Flash, on one of the streaming things. But I'm guessing you're talking Arrow. And I'm actually starting to re-watch Arrow again from the actual beginning. And we'll be talking a little bit about the very first episode as we get into our chats with Emiko a little bit. The Flash on Voodoo. Okay, awesome. So you're only about 9 episodes behind right now. So, which is not too bad. So, yeah. It's a little crazy at first. The Flash gets a little crazy and whatnot. How you don't have cable. I remember you saying that when you were on the show that you don't have cable. I do remember you saying something like that. So, well, here just in a few minutes, we're going to be bringing our guest on, our in-studio guest. I'm so excited to say that kind of stuff. Before we do, real quick though, if you noticed that our donation has changed. We met our last goal, which was pretty cool, and it's taken us to 2 shows, and I appreciate everybody's donation for that. We did raise $250 for these 2 screenings. The one this last month and the one that we're having tomorrow, actually. The new one, they've changed the rules on me at the theater that I go to, that I rent out. So it's a little more expensive, but I'll be able to take a lot more people to go see it. So, Black Panther comes out in February, so we have, quite a few days here to get that money together. I hope we can. But yeah, so I'll be able to take 39 people instead of 25 people to the movies now. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait till tomorrow though. I get to see some people that I've been wanting to see for a while now, and I'm all excited, to see, the reaction to the movie and the reaction to when they see that they can take their pictures with the Justice League, and all the see who ends up winning the prizes. I mean, that's going to be awesome. All right. So here, as soon as she gets over here, we'll bring on Emiko, and we'll get that rolling. All right, she's gotta wet the whistle a little bit so she can talk to us. It's not cold, but there's some over here. There's a bottled water over here by the trash can. So, but yeah. Oh, you know what? I gotta do that, don't I? Let's see. I've been having that up. There we go. Now that's off of it. Just right before I switch to another. I switch to another screen, huh? So. Come on! Don't be shy. All right, everybody. This is Emiko Moore. All right. So this is. I've been waiting for this moment for the last year now. I actually met her about a year ago on her show. She hosts her own TV show, actually, for the city of Lebanon. So that's pretty cool. And I was on there talking about how I just started this show. And now, and now finally, she told me that day that she would love to be on my show. And we're just now finally getting to it. So it's awesome. But, oh my gosh. So how you doing, Emiko?
Good. Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
To come here and hi all the viewers that watched Kevin's show. I know you're talking to all of them. But
yeah. So.
Hi. Oh, let's see.
Awesome. Pudding.
Hi, Pudding. How are you?
Oh man. So to start off, we had a meeting. What was it? Last month? Me, and Angie had a meeting.
Yes.
It was last month. And I expressed to Emiko that there was a character in the DC universe that had the same name as she does. Emiko. And she thought I was actually kidding with her. And I actually had to prove it to her. She is actually the half-sister of the Green Arrow. I said it right this time.
Yeah.
When I was on her show, I called her half-brother. So, no. It's her it's his half-sister. But in different universes. from what the CW show is and from what we are in, or what she's in. She has not made it on the TV show yet. The character itself, her name is the Red Arrow or Speedy. The Red Arrow and Speedy both have been on the TV show, but Roy Harper is the guy's name, and this is kind of what he looks like in the Arrow. You actually see him introduced. You get introduced to Roy Harper as a pickpocket in season 1, and he doesn't really don the outfit until season 2. And then after that, after he's gone and over with, Oliver Queen's real sister Thea takes it over as Speedy. And let's see if I can't get that up here. Oh, no, not that one. Okay, we get rid of that one and put this one up. So, this is Thea Queen, as she's known on Arrow. That's his real sister, not his half or anything. That's his real sister. That's what she looks like on the show as the Red Arrow. Now, Roy Harper, they don't actually use the Red Arrow, but they use Arsenal, which is also used in the comics. Now, I did my research, believe it or not, Emiko. I actually did some research on this. The Red Arrow has been in the comics as early as the 1940s.
Really, my character has?
Not your character, but the Red Arrow himself. I have to say himself because now, since 2013 is when Emiko became involved with the Arrow and things. In May of 2013, I believe it was, let's see, the New 52 comics. Comic 15, I think. Volume 5, number 18 of the Green Arrow was her very first appearance in 2013. So, but we've had a lot of fun with this. I mean, I've had a lot of fun with this. Telling her about it and seeing her face light up. You ought to have seen her face when she found out she had a comic character, with the same name. Because Emiko's not a really common name.
No. I grew up here in Southwest Ohio, where there wasn't this Japanese community. I mean, my name is a Japanese name. It's Emiko. So no one had my name. I could never buy any of those cups or necklaces that had your names on it. As a kid. So for me, Emiko was a special name. But I was thrilled to know that DC Comics has a character that's Emiko Queen.
It's something to have a Japanese character, but to actually have it named Emiko. I mean, is Emiko a pretty common name in Japan, or is it?
It's not uncommon. I mean,
okay.
There are people that have the name Emiko, and there's 3 characters means blessed, beautiful child.
Okay.
So it has a meaning.
Okay, I gotcha.
Ko means child. So I was very, very excited, and I brought a crown to in honor. So I'll wear my crown.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Emiko Queen. Since she's a queen.
She could be a queen too. Look at that.
Emiko Queen.
Now we both have hats on. Well, she's not really a hat, but it's a tiara.
Gotta go with the character. Emiko Queen.
Right, so you brought some guests along with you today.
Yeah, I actually some things that I love. These are kind of my little good luck charms. This is a Japanese little characters. I love Hello Kitty, so I brought along Hello Kitty Power. And my sister, who does bedazzling, dazzle, or sewing, made me the shirt. I'm going to go up a little higher so you can see that I'm wearing a sparkly Hello Kitty shirt that my sister made. Deborah, thank you very much. I love it, love it, love it. It was all handmade.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, but yeah, Emiko Queen actually debuted as the Red Arrow, like I said, in 2013, and I think this is from the first comic. So that's pretty, I mean, it doesn't say it in the picture here, but I think she says, "Call me the Red Arrow," not Emiko. Just call me the Red Arrow. This is her first debut as the Red Arrow here. And eventually in the comics, she does become the Green Arrow. I guess maybe I got out of the comics a little bit. But what I think is that Oliver dies in the comics, and she takes over the mantle as the Green Arrow.
Well, we gotta get DC Comics to really get this character
And on the show.
And on the show.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. There was 52 Earths in the Arrowverse.
Yes.
Okay, 53 if you count up, Earth X. But we'll get in that in a second. So, out of the 52 Earths, there's got to be an Emiko Queen.
Yes. There does. Somewhere.
So, there has to be some kind of crossover, maybe next season, where they can do Emiko Queen as the Red Arrow, because what the crossovers do so well, I think, is this: they actually bring back characters from old episodes. Like in this one, the very first episode is Barry and Iris' wedding, but gets attacked by Nazis, and one of these Nazis is wearing a villain from the Arrow's past. But when they unmasked this villain, it's actually used to be Oliver's best friend. In season 1, it was his best friend, and it's like, wow, what are you doing under that mask? So they bring back, different characters. What I think, because of, of the Red Arrow influence on the Arrow show already and Speedy, they can make Speedy into the Red Arrow as Emiko Queen.
That's good.
Right. So, like I said, they're so good with that. Doing, multiple people, the actors and actresses that play these parts doing dual roles with Overgirl and Supergirl, and I guess you can call this version of Oliver Queen the Red Arrow, because he's actually wearing red as the bad guy, but they don't actually say Red Arrow. They call him the Fuhrer. So, but let's play a clip of, oops, I gotta get rid of Emiko there for a second so we can do this. Let's play a clip of the first fight scene that happens and right off the bat, there is an Easter egg. Right off the bat, when it first hits the screen, I want to see if you guys can catch this Easter egg. It's pretty awesome. Now I gotta... where's the movie trailers at? There it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and watch the first scene. Now, this is from the first episode, and then we'll talk about the first episode a little bit. So here is pretty much the first fight scene from the crossover. Here we go.
Or forever hold your peace.
Peace is overrated.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Nazis?
I hate Nazis. Get everybody out of here!
Go, get him out, okay?
I love you.
I love you.
I think it's time you introduce these guys to your mean roommate.
Where did she get these outfits?
That's what I'm talking about.
Who are you?
Come find out.
Alright, so that's the very first fight scene that we see in the crossover, and I don't know if you caught the Easter egg or not, but the preacher that gets zapped into oblivion was actually, his name is William Catt. That's the actor's name. He actually played a superhero back in the 80s. His name was The Greatest American Hero. It was a TV show that had that famous song, Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air. Not going to get into it, you know. I mean, I could break it open, but I'm not going to. That's not what the show is for. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty cool Easter egg. When I actually first saw, I recognized his name in the credits when it was, I'm like, William Catt's in this? But I mistaken at first. Then after the second time that I watched it, I realized which character he actually was. But he was the preacher trying to marry them. Garrett! Thank you so much! Hey, Garrett, how's it going? Garrett Z! How's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But yeah, so at this point, they don't know why they're there. They don't know who they are or where they came from. But good. That's awesome. This here is Emiko Emiko Moore. We just discussed how she has a character named Emiko Queen in the, not in the Arrowverse, not in the CW world, but in the comics. If you do read the DC Comics, the Rebirth series, she's actually been in there, in the newer ones. So that's pretty cool. That she's actually stayed alive through from one series to the other on the DC side. But, back to the crossover. I go all over the place. But yeah, so they find out, you know, they don't know who they are, you know, they try to have the wedding. This wedding's been building up for 4 seasons now. I've been waiting for this moment since day one, honestly. I mean, you know, Iris and, you know, Barry's going to get together because they do in the comics, but they both had relationships along the way. It was kind of, you know, but to have the wedding, oh my gosh, that was so awesome. And then to get ruined by Nazis. Go figure. So what did you think of the first episode?
You know, for me, it was pretty powerful because I'm getting to know all these characters. I don't have kind of the knowledge that you have, so I was glad to watch it with you. To get me all these relationships. But the fight scene at the wedding was very powerful, especially to see Supergirl and her Overgirl fighting each other up in the air was pretty exciting. And to see her do some kind of clap thing that moved everything out. It was kind of like
right,
like a
sonic boom.
Yes, like a sonic boom, exactly.
I'm not sure exactly what that power is called, to be honest with you, but it's pretty cool. I love it.
But I also love to see how it galvanized all the whole team together, so they're all fighting this common enemy. So that's always exciting to watch everyone get out there.
Now, my favorite part of that scene was when Wally West, he's another speedster on the Flash, he caught the bullet and threw it right back inside the gun. That was probably the coolest thing I'd ever seen up to that point. I mean, I'm a speedster guy. Most people, when Superman's not involved, I'm a speedster guy mainly. So I love the Wally West, Flash, all that good stuff. But Garrett, where you from, Garrett? Where you coming in from? What brings you in tonight? So, but you know, and she came over the first night to start watching it. She was only going to watch one. Right as it ended, she goes, I can't leave now. You know, we stayed up to about, what, midnight that night watching the first 2 episodes?
Yep, that's right.
So, I mean, it was pretty awesome, but, you know, she couldn't watch it. She doesn't, like she said, doesn't have the knowledge yet. I'm going to say yet.
I'm getting there.
We are getting there. That's awesome. So, he sent us a smiley face.
Okay.
Awesome. So, but yeah, so I mean, what was your favorite? Was the clap the thing? Was that your favorite part of the fight scene, or was it actually the two Supergirls actually fighting?
I think when they both lifted up to go approach each other and they
They
fought
started-
in air and they were twirling around. I thought that was. I did like the scene that you were talking about with the bullet.
Right,
It was
just
yeah,
that's really
going-
precise. So I mean, it had to be, you know. I thought that was pretty cool myself, but you know. And William Cat, oh my gosh, still that just blows my mind. I mean, like, I mean, I caught, you know, like I said, the very first episode time I watched it, I caught the name, but mistaked him for another person at first. I thought he was somebody on Earth X, and he's not. Thank goodness. He plays a good guy still. Yay! But he gets obliterated, so I mean, you know, you don't see him for about maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and he's gone. You know, I was like, son of a gun. You know, but okay, here we go.
What is this?
This is the DC Film Talk schedule here.
Okay.
This is how, you know, this schedule is going to be starting on January 5th, you guys. The schedule that you see up here now, that's going to be start on January 5th. After the new year, I'm going to be going full force, be playing superhero video games, be doing new shows. Our next show is actually going to be on January 12th. Because, you know, Christmas falls on the 4th week of the month, and I'm not doing a show during Christmas. That's all for family and things. Same thing with Thanksgiving, you know. So I only did one show last month, and this is the only show I'm doing this month. But hopefully, your husband's really, you know, he's got a real intellect for the particulars of things. And I'm going to ask him if he wants to join me for the next show, which would be pretty cool. You know, he said he already had some questions about Thor. I think he said.
Yes, he did.
So-
he was already asking some detailed things about the characters. So,
So,
you guys
right.
can have a great discussion.
Oh, I can't wait for that. But so the first episode leaves us at who these guys are. What do you?
You know what I'm talking about now.
You two could get us some good character development questions on Thor.
Yes. Now, that'd be awesome. I mean, really, that'd be so awesome. Alright, so the second episode, or the first episode leaves us at not knowing who it is, but then get ready to explain who it is. And Tom Cavanaugh character, Harrison Wells, actually explains to him that there is a 53rd Earth in the universe, and it's called Earth X, because nobody wants to go to it. Why? Because it's raided by Nazis. So, but yet I think I've got I don't think it's a fight scene, pretty much. Is it like Red Sun or Superwoman? It's like what is what like Red Sun's. Iron Man's pretty good, but we can talk about Iron Man in the Spider-Man movie a little bit if you want. You know, when you come in.
Oh, in the clip. Okay.
So I'm like
Red Sun, Superwoman in the clip.
Okay, so the Nazi Supergirl, she's actually called Overgirl in this, and she landed in the fatherland. That's what they call it. The Nazi, you know, like
The universe where the Nazis were.
right, and didn't land or have the Danvers connection. So, it's, and we'll get into it as we talk about this, why they're there. It didn't happen on the first episode. I don't know. Did we find out on the second episode? Why they're there? Maybe that's the third episode.
Just so I understand, is Red Sun, is that another type of character, Red Sun Superwoman?
Just remind me of the Red Sun storyline. The way the costumes wouldn't. Well, I need to catch up. Yeah, in the first or second episode of the crossover, they call it Supreme something. It's what the SS stands for.
Okay.
But the Red Sun, but yeah. Wanted Detroit, thank you so much for that follow. You are awesome. Wow. Yes, thank you so much. Wanted Detroit, or yeah, Wanted Detroit. Welcome, thank you so much. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I need to get some welcome commands on here yet. I haven't got the chance to do that yet. So, but thank you so much, Wanted Detroit. Let us know how you want to be called. If you want to be called Wanted or want to be called Detroit. Let us know in the chat what you want to be referred to as, so that way we don't mess up what you want to be called. But yeah, so in the second episode, which we're going to watch a little bit of the clip now, maybe? Let's see. Part 2. So we need to do that here. So this is about another, this clip here is only about 2 minutes long. Alright. So we're going to switch back over to this. So this is the second episode, and there is another Easter egg. You can call me by my nickname. Ridiculously handsome guy. Teddy Bear. Thank you so much for that follow. Holy cow! Wow. It's good to have a woman on the set with me, I guess. I'm gonna have that more often. Teddy. Wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, again, there's another Easter egg in the very first part of this clip. It goes back to another kind of like the Justice League, but it's not. It's another. I think it's called the Legion of Doom. There's a reference to the Legion of Doom in the very first clip here. So watch this.
What do you think that's going to do? Bullets bounce off of me.
This arrow won't.
Is that a kryptonite arrow? Why do you have a kryptonite arrow?
In case an evil you ever showed up. Get the prism out of here! You alright?
I'm pissed.
Take it out on that. It's gonna fall. Alright, get me over there.
Get the workers to safety!
We need to stabilize the building!
Site's clear.
And stabilized.
Nice work. Let's not celebrate just yet. Give those doppelgangers the window they needed to escape.
Escape with what? Dayton Optical.
Back over here. So yeah. I don't know if you guys, thank you putting so much for letting Teddy Bear know about what's going on this month and everything. I really do appreciate that. So yeah, this clip they had another Easter egg, and that was the Dayton Optics. Cannot remember the guy's name. I've been on it twice and well behaved, if you can believe that or not. Believe it or not, I'm a Alright, so we're done doing that now. But yeah, so Jake Hopkins Optics is a Legion of Doom reference. I don't know if anybody caught that or not. I barely caught it. It took me. We were watching it for the first time, and my second time I had to rewind it. I said, "Sorry about this, Emiko. I think we got to. I saw something. Wait a minute." So yeah, then I looked it up. It was Legion of Doom. So that's pretty cool. That in the future there could be some ramifications to this. So and it is on Earth 1. So we'll see what happens. Since we got some new people in here, though, real quick, we do have a referral program here at DC Film Talk. So if you actually come in and say, "Hey, this person referred me to you," and they come in to at least 3 streams, whether they be the video game streams on the first and third month or first and third week, or the actual show on the second and fourth week of the month, starting in January now. That person that referred you gets put into an entry, and once I hit 50 followers, I would do a drawing of those people that we have referred other people, and that person will win a Dave & Buster's Power Card with 150 chips to play games on. Who doesn't like to play video games? We got some awesome video games at Dave & Buster's. We got an Injustice arcade game. We have a Batman game. We have a Spider-Man Homecoming game. Outside the super characters, we have Ghostbusters. We have the Walking Dead games. We have racing games. We have all kinds of games, really. So that's. What do you got your Flash story right now? I've never seen the show. I'm definitely going to have to watch it now. Thank you so much for reading the DC Film Talk origin. I appreciate that. That's so awesome. You put that in there in hopes that people actually read it, but you never know if they're going to or not. So thank you, Teddy. I appreciate that. So, on the second episode, they find out that they're doppelgangers of the Arrow and Supergirl, basically, and that Eobard Dawn is back. Oh man, I love the Reverse Flash. I mean, oh my gosh, season 1 of the Flash was epic. Since Teddy hasn't really seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil too much. Alright? But in one of the clips, we're actually going to get to see the Reverse Flash and the Flash fight. I think it's in the last clip I'm going to show for the segment. So it's going to be pretty awesome, though. So yeah, they find out Harrison Wells, or tells them, or this, or HW, or whatever his name is on this one. It's hard to. There's been so many Harrison Wells on the Flash. It's hard to keep track of who's who anymore. Harry, this one's Harry, isn't it? So Harry tells them that, yay, there's another Earth. It's the 53rd Earth. It's called it's called Earth X, and the only difference is the Nazis won the war. So now, it's taking over the Americas, it's taking over Europe, it's taking over all of the continents, pretty much. And, the Supergirl and the Arrow are bad people. And some of the bad people, I'm guessing, are good, maybe. We do see that in the third episode, that Earth X does have some superheroes in it. It's just not who you would think they would be.
And what's always good is you really want a good villain. I mean, if you've got your doppelganger, your exact opposite as your villain, I mean, that's really, that's a good battle. You don't have to really use everything, because they've just got the equal amount of power using it for a negative.
Right, so, they find out, okay, so these are Nazis from third, Earth X. Well, why are they here? They still don't know why they're here. They're trying to figure out a way to get them, gone, basically. They want them, bye-bye. So the crisis on Earth X starts here. because we find out they're from Earth X. The very first scene in the first episode, though, I mean, you actually do see Earth X, but again, the crisis really starts here, because this is where the story actually starts to build up. So it's pretty cool. What was your favorite part of this whole of the second episode that you can remember? I know it's hard for.
I know there was so much that happened in all 4 episodes. I'm trying to make sure. I think in this one is when they first went to the planet X, right? And they got to see all these people in the concentration camp.
That's at the very end of the episode, right? And goes on to the third episode.
And so you really kind of wonder what's going on in this world. How are they going to get out? I mean, they have all their superpowers, but then they have this glowing necklace, not necklace, or
it's kind of like a necklace.
That restricts their power.
Right.
So you really want to know how they're gonna get out and escape. But it's also because you really the Nazis just draw up such negative energy. You just really want to see how are they going to overcome all of this. So I love that. I love that part of it.
Yeah, I kind of like it. When the clip that we just saw, basically, when they actually find out. That's my doppelganger, I mean, that was, and Super or Overgirl gets hit with, a kryptonite arrow, and, Supergirl's like, why do you have a kryptonite arrow? And Overgirl goes, because of this, basically, It's just so funny. I mean, it's just, and then, again, this was the Arrow episode, or the Arrow, if you, again, were on your schedule list on your TV, your cable, your dish, whatever you have. It says it's the Arrow, but it goes so seamlessly. Again, I mean, this was pretty cool. I mean,
that's true.
You never told. I mean, it's like a mini series basically. It's not really a crossover. And we heard that in the Stephen Amell clip that I played earlier before, at the beginning of the show. He doesn't even call it a crossover because you really can't. It's like a full-on miniseries that happens 2 days out of the week. I wish they'd have more of them during the year. Okay, so the third episode is kind of what Emiko was going toward. The whole during Earth X, they have the dampening collars on. I'm going to call them that restricts their powers. But my question is, I mean. Oliver didn't have, his weapons or nothing, but he doesn't have any superpowers, so he could have done something.
I didn't think about that, but yeah.
I guess he did try, but, so, and then you find out why they're actually here. And that was a pretty cool storyline. I mean, the fact that if Supergirl would not have come to Barry and Iris' wedding, the Nazis would have never come to Earth 1. Because Overgirl is sick with radiation. And she's dying, basically. But, we forgot to mention the biggest mind blowers of this second episode. Overgirl and the Bad Arrow are married.
Right. On Planet X.
On Planet X, right. And you can hear Supergirl go, gross! That was pretty. I wish I could have found that clip. I couldn't. But, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, and that does play a big part in this. That's why I'm saying that. So, in episode 3, you find out that Overgirl, this Bad Arrow's wife, is dying, and he would pretty much do anything for his wife to save his wife.
And he's like the supreme leader, right? He's like
she's the general.
She's the general, and he's the
Führer.
The Führer.
Right.
So he runs the.
Right. So, and on the episode 3, you find out that they're here for Kara's heart. They have to do a heart transplant in order for Overgirl to live. And wow. Let's watch the clip here. I think again this is going to be when this is when right after they escape the concentration camp, so you don't see the collars on them really, but that we talked about. But they're walking into the good guys' headquarters for the first time and trying to explain who everybody is and everything. I found this clip to be very cool, so let's take a look at it.
Well, I guess we're in Earth X's Star City.
I have to say, that's one hell of a story. You're a speedster? Yeah. Okay, you two turn into the Burning Man?
Yep.
And you're the good doppelganger of the Fuhrer.
Good might be an oversimplification.
Still haven't told us which Earth you're from. Clearly, it's not this one.
We're from Earth 1.
Earth 1? Well, golly. Am I missing something here?
I'm from Earth 1 too.
If you're from our Earth, then you know how we got here, don't you?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. I think you guys came through this.
A temporal gateway?
Same physics as a breach, just more stable and larger.
Yeah, much larger.
So we have a way to get back.
So where is this thing?
It's actually not too far from here.
22.3 kilometers to be exact.
Well, we drive there.
Good. So take us to it.
I make it go thrill. That's how I live that Spidey life. That's Spidey life. That's how I live that Spidey life.
Yeah, well, we faced worse, so.
Look, it's our only way home. We're going through it.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, as Cisco says, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody. Matt, thank you so much for coming in. This is Emiko Moore. We are talking the Crisis on Earth X. This is so cool. And again, we talked about how she has her own DC character that was named after her, basically, because Emiko Moore came first. So this character was named after her.
Emiko Queen!
That's right, Emiko Queen. Good timing on the follow. Yes, it was. It was awesome.
Nice segue there. Yes.
So, I'm all about the segues. What can I say? But you know, it's just real amazing. You know how again, I hate to keep on saying this, but I know I must sound like a broken record to people that've been in here since the beginning of the show. But the way that it just goes seamlessly. You know, they have the concentration camp here. They find out they're on Earth X. They find another Earth 1 person on Earth X living there. Now, what you don't see and what you haven't seen yet is something that the CW, I think, does very well, and it's a very controversial topic. But it's one to bring up because if this was back in the 80s or even the 90s, the network probably wouldn't have approved these episodes because of the same-sex stuff. Here at DC Film Talk, I mean, we don't care if you're black, white, yellow, gay, lesbian, we don't care. And that's why I think I like the superhero shows so much on the CW, because they express those things. I mean, they have their own storylines, and a big part of the Supergirl storyline this season has been, the first part of it has been Supergirl's sister and how she's dealing with, her most recent breakup, or her breakup and, the ramifications of the breakup and whatnot. So, I do think, that it's pretty cool, how they're doing this. I mean, what's your take on it? I mean, I've had people like they can't watch that scene, or they can't bear to watch it, but they don't mind it, but they can't bear to watch it. What's your take on it, Nick?
No, I think it's wonderful. It is representative of the relationships that are out there, and there's with the Flash, there's an interracial relationship. It's wonderful to see. I mean, it's all the things that are reflected in the show. So it's nice that it's there. It's not something that I think it adds to the show. So.
It does, and it's pretty cool to see it, but and because Wentworth Miller, the guy that plays the kind of the ball, he plays Captain Cold on the Flash, but this one I think he's actually named on Earth X. His name is Citizen Cold or something like that. Of course, Leonard Snart, he goes by Leo on Earth X, but he's a good guy. On the Flash, season 1, season 2, whatnot, he was a bad guy. And then finally, I think in season 3, he went over to the Legends and was still kind of a bad guy, but not really. He actually fought for good. And this one actually has been a good guy, it seems, from the start. So, but that's what I mean by bringing back old characters on the show to reinvent themselves. Now, at the end of this episode, you see this Wentworth Miller or Captain Cold, whatever you want to call him, stay on Earth 1 once they get back. You see somebody get shot at the end of this one. For those who haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil it too much, but somebody does get shot at the end. One of the main characters does get shot at the end. I'm not going to say who, but I had seen this coming. I had seen reports on Facebook and Twitter. I follow all the superhero stuff on that kind of stuff, of course. And I've heard that this person was leaving the show, and it was going to be after the crossover. So I knew something was pretty much going to happen on the crossover, and I kind of like the way they dealt with it. We'll get ready to start talking about the last episode here, and pretty much this person dies, and the way they actually dealt with it, each person dealt with it a different way, and that's true in real life. People deal with death in different ways, but the way that they actually portrayed it on the show was pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was done very well and respectfully, and they had a lot of time for the characters to express and grieve the loss of one of their superhero friends.
Right. So in this particular character, I'm going to give you a hint here. He's been on, besides the Supergirl and Arrow, I think he's been on the Flash and the Legends the most. So there's your hint. So, and that's all I'm giving them. Like I said, I don't want to spoil everything for the fans. You can go watch it on the CW website. You can watch all 4 episodes from start to finish. Actually, I will actually post a link after the show in the Discord, and I'll post it on Twitch on my, on the Thor. What about Thor? Come on, Mel. What about Thor? Thor. But yeah. So I'll post it on Twitch. I'll post it in Discord. The web address that you can go see all of the episodes here. Spoiler alert, Batman's parents get shot. No. Maybe they don't on Earth X. Maybe they don't on Earth X. We don't know this. Maybe it's Thomas Wayne that's, Batman and Bruce is dead. Like in Flashpoint. We don't know this. Ha ha ha, Puddin', that's funny. But yeah, so bye Robin.
Batman's parents get shot.
Bye, Robin. Bye, Robin. I don't know about that now. Now that all depends on which Robin is it? Is it Tim Drake? Is it Jason? Is it is it Dick? We don't know. If they brought Flashpoint Batman, I would love it. Wouldn't you love seeing Thomas Wayne as Batman? That would be so cool. I don't know if you know, the Flashpoint is what Flash creates when he goes back and saves his mom.
Okay.
Okay. And Jason Todd is pretty good with the gun. Yes, he is. Okay, but so when he goes back and saves his mom, certain things in the present change. So like, Oliver Queen in the regular timeline was Green Arrow, okay, or the Arrow. In Flashpoint, it was his dad that was the Green Arrow. It was in the story, in the original storyline, his Oliver Queen's dad pretty much shoots himself to save his son.
Okay.
Okay, so.
I think I've heard of a little bit of this storyline.
Right.
Yes.
So you know, certain people are now dead. Sons become daughters, or daughters become, I can't remember which one it is now. Sons become daughters, and actually they kind of discussed that in last year's crossover event a little bit with Diggle, which is Diggle's part of the Arrow team.
Okay. I have a lot of catching up to do.
You have a lot of catching up to do. She's still a newbie at this, but it's pretty cool that, you know, she finds out, you know, that, you know, she has a DC character in the midst, in the making, and she actually, I had a slot open, so I was like, why not? We're talking about the CW stuff. We can do this. We can integrate into this pretty easily. But yeah, so that's what Flashpoint is. It's a messed up timeline that the Flash created by saving his mother, basically. It's what Flashpoint is. And in the cartoon animated movie of Flashpoint, Thomas Wayne is Batman instead of Bruce Wayne. Thomas Wayne is being his dad, and Bruce gets shot.
Okay.
So that's what he's kind of talking about there. And I don't know, is there a storyline put in where Robin does shoot his... that's not a real storyline. I haven't heard it anyway. I mean, and if I haven't heard it, that's, you know, pretty much like it not have happened. But I have been away from the comics for a while, so I don't know if Robin ever shoots his parents, you know, Bruce's parents. That'd be a pretty cool storyline for Gotham. You know, the storyline. You know, there's a Gotham TV show. That'd be a pretty cool storyline in the future for Gotham to have. Maybe the Flash messed up his timeline too. You never know. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool. So now we do have time possibly for another segment with Emiko, and it is a Q&A question. Oh no, she says.
Oh no.
Oh no, she says. What have we gotten ourselves into? That's right. The Speed Force is back. Q&A question time.
Okay.
So, what? Of course, I know what this answer is going to be after now. But okay, so who is your favorite superhero?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Right now.
Right now is Wonder Woman. Why is she your favorite?
I just like her strength. I love her superpowers. I love the way that she's represented in the new character.
Gal Gadot.
Yes, Gal Gadot. That, you know, she has questions about her own identity too, and it's good. Soul searching.
All right, now the only good DC movie in a while. I haven't seen Justice League yet, so I can't say yay or nay on that. Really good DC movie. Okay. So, if you could have, oh wait, I'm sorry. What is the coolest superhero item you own?
Oh, the coolest that I own is my Wonder Woman poster.
That you won from the DC Film Talk event. Go figure. Now, what did you say that you actually hung that up at?
I have it in our basement where we can watch movies. So
okay.
I have her up, and she's inspiring. You know,
it was a pretty cool poster. I have to admit. All right, I wanted to keep it, but I couldn't. You know, I don't have any room here, so I mean. All right, if you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
I've thought about that because you want to fly, you want to be strong, and but I was thinking you know what? I'll be a little more original. I think if I had the power, since I've got bling on my crown here, right?
Oh, goodness.
So if I could have some bling, maybe if I could have the power to turn, you know, like there was a person that turns into steel, maybe I can turn into diamonds, because diamonds are the toughest surface, right?
Okay, okay.
And I would be glittering, and it would blind people. And then I could have like all kinds of tools, like because diamond cutters or diamond drills, I could drill anything, cut anything, but I would be all diamond. You couldn't break me, right? You couldn't. I'd be really all powerful, so I could fight, and you couldn't hurt me. Yes.
All right. So would you use said superpower as good or evil?
Definitely good.
Okay.
Good. Yes.
Yay. Cool. What would be your hero name then?
Oh.
Well, what would you call yourself? Diamond Lady? Diamond in the Rough?
Diamond in the Rough.
You know, what would you call
Diamonds are her
yourself?
girlfriend's friend? No. That's a good one. I didn't think about that. Diamond. Yeah. Well, what are some good ones? Anybody got any good suggestions for names?
Does anybody have a good diamond name for Emiko?
If your superpower is a diamond, you know, that's really the hardest. It's the hardest material, right?
Well, not the superhero universe, but yes, it is.
In the human universe.
Yes, if you had powers here, yes, it would be the hard. Yes. Shine. Maybe shine. With all the bling.
Yeah, all the bling. And I could have a like a scepter with a diamond. My wand or something.
Would that staff have its own powers?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that could have some kind of superpower. Shine.
That's a pretty good. I like that. Shine. Shiny, happy people holding hands. That could be her theme song if you wanted that. Shine. You know. All right. So.
Thank you.
Princess Cut.
Princess Cut. That's a good one too.
Well, I'm telling you what, Mel. Would you want your other half to be really called a Princess Cut? Wow. That's interesting.
How about, I have martial arts superpower too.
Okay. So, she has a staff that has superpowers that has the diamonds on it. She is diamond made and is a martial artist. Interesting. This is getting really interesting. So if you're a superhero, who would be your arch enemy?
Oh. Who would be my arch enemy?
Enemy. You guys having fun? We're having a blast, baby. This is now what? Shine or Princess Cut? She has the power. She's made of diamonds, basically.
Yeah, I could brought my power ring. Oh yeah, some kind of power.
Like the Wonder Twins.
Kim Kardashian. Yeah, my nemesis would be Kim Kardashian. Yes.
No superficiality in this world.
No. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's my nemesis.
That's your nemesis, Kim Kardashian. But then you have the whole Kardashian clan after you, wouldn't you? I mean, wow.
That's all right. I have the diamond power.
That could be. All right, DC, you got your new hero right here. Diamond Cut, or what was it? Shine, Princess Cut. Diamond Rough.
Diamond.
Like a diamond in a. I vote for Princess Cut. Teddy bear. Teddy bear goes for Princess Cut. Oh, we got two for Princess Cut.
Cut.
Oh my goodness. So Kim Kardashian. Okay, so what would be your weakness?
Weakness.
Mel. Would it be Garrett there?
Yes, my weakness would have to be. Let's see. Well, if diamonds are my strength, what would be my weakness?
Coal.
Coal. Yeah. Coal. Black coal. would be my weakness. Black coal. Black coal. Yes. Coal tar. Coal or coal. Coal. I think black coal.
What do you guys think? Should coal be her?
Should that be my weakness?
Should that, like, it be her chocolate?
Well, that's a good one, actually. Chocolate. Chocolate and sugar. Sugar candy. Chocolate candy and sugar and cake and pies. Chocolate.
Okay.
That's good, yeah.
He must know you very well, huh?
Chocolate, candy, sugary, yeah, any kind of sweets. That would be my, yes.
Sweets.
Sweets.
All right, so you have to be on a no sweet diet. Okay. So this might be a little tough for you because you're just getting into all of this.
Okay.
But what's your so far? What has been your favorite superhero TV show?
So far, I've started my daughter's been getting into The Flash.
Okay. Yes.
That is
yes.
Amazing. I love Speed.
Let me show you guys. I just got to represent here. See, look at this. I've got a Flash T-shirt on. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta get to my office back in.
Gets it done.
That's right.
Her nemesis could be cubic zirconia.
There you go, Teddy. That's a good one, Teddy. I like that.
That's good.
And that could actually be, you know, zirconia could actually be the actual name of the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty cool.
Zirconia.
That kind of rolls off the tongue as an evil villain.
Where's evil zirconia?
All right, so what would be your? I like it too. Yeah. We got approval from the other half here, so if you guys haven't figured this out yet, Garrett is actually Emiko's other half now. So, you know, I don't know if he's going to be down about me telling him about that now, but, you know, secrets, he's going to be on the show hopefully next time anyway, so you guys are going to find out anyway. So, but no. So, what would be your favorite superhero weapon? Like, would it be a gun? I'm guessing would it be a bow and arrow, maybe?
Bow and arrow encrusted with diamonds. Woo! The glittery arrow.
So the reason that I said that because I kind of answered the question for, but she elaborated. Thank goodness. But you are an archer.
Yes, Emiko Queen's an archer.
Right, Emiko Queen's an archer, but you are also an archer.
Whenever we play video games, when our family plays it, I am always the archer. I'm always the one.
So what's Garrett?
Garrett is always the healer. The what do you call this? Mage.
Mage, okay.
Mage.
And the daughter, and your daughter is
always the
brutality of the
what do you call it? The brute force.
Right. The axe holder. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
the big.
You guys help us out here. What are the right, but who would Maya be?
Yeah, he is like the she's the brute force kind of the heavy.
What are they called? What are they called? Help us out, Garrett.
Because I don't usually have I don't have a lot of hit points. Because I'm an archer.
Right. But you can get those headshots in really good though.
I'm really good.
A fighter, the tank. Okay, there we go.
Usually the tank.
Right.
But I love being the archer. You can get about 3 or 4 arrows in before they even get close to you. So you're taking some of their.
You can take out some of the bad guys with headshots in one shot, basically, if you're playing the right game.
Yeah. Or poison arrows.
Or poison
arrows that you know.
I'm sure the arrow has some of those.
Ooh, yeah. What about diamond arrows? Maybe diamond arrows that...
Diamond encrusted arrows.
Diamond arrows, yeah, but they have to have some kind of special superpower that maybe they explode.
No, they blind people.
Yeah,
they blind people. They're so shiny. They, it comes up in a big white light, And that's how she fights people. They don't know who she is because she blinds them and then beats them up. Beats them up.
Yeah. He spends more time running around getting all the money. That is true in the games.
So she doesn't go around beating up people, she gets the money.
She finds the money, yes. She's getting the money.
That's funny.
But I like that. Fighting cubic zirconia. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That is. I like that.
Now we're gonna have one more. We have one more answer. Then we'll get back to the last episode. I want to kind of save the last episode of the crisis for the very last thing Ho and I talk about. So that's why we'll do. We kind of broke it up a little bit. So, your favorite scene from a superhero movie?
My favorite scene. I think I'm going to just stick with this Wonder Woman theme that I've got. I love the scene where she is first training and she doesn't even realize the strength she has, and she's being pushed harder and harder and harder until she just, finds out that she's got more strength inside her than she knows.
All right, so let's watch this clip. I've actually found this clip. Oh. So let's go ahead and watch this. This ought to be pretty awesome. So let's watch Emiko's favorite superhero clip.
You keep doubting yourself, Diana.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You are stronger than you believe. You have greater powers than you know. But if you don't try hard... Diana!
Are you hurt?
No, Mother, I'm fine. I was just...
Training. It seems I'm not the revered queen I should be. Disobeyed? Betrayed by my own sister?
No, Mother, it was me. I asked her to...
Take her to the palace. Off you go.
You left me no choice, Hippolyta. You neglect your duty if she cannot fight.
You speak of a time that may never come. He might never return. He could have died from his wounds.
Ares is alive. You feel it as I do in your bones. It is only a matter of time before he returns.
The stronger she gets, the sooner he'll find her.
Hippolyta, I love her as you do. But this is the only way to truly protect her.
You will train her harder than any Amazon before her. 5 times harder. 10 times harder. Until she is better than even you. But she must never know the truth about what she is, or how she came to be.
Harder. You're stronger than this, Diana. Again. Never let your guard down. You expect a battle to be fair. A battle will never be fair.
Entire B,
Lay still. You are bleeding. I'm sorry.
Wait, Diana, wait.
What have I done? I'm sorry.
Alright, we are back. Emiko's camera froze a little bit, so I'm gonna have to get in here and fix that real quick. If I can get back to the... There we go. Oh, there it went. Guest cam. Let's see. So give us just a second here to get this back up and running here. It's still not looking us, is it?
It's you.
Right, but it's not. This can't. Right.
Oh. Well, you need to get up because
there we go.
They're moving now.
Alright, so let's get back. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that.
Cubic zirconia froze me for a
That's
while.
That's right. Zirconia froze her for a second. You know, she rendered Princess Cut powerless for a second. So we do appreciate that. But we got her under control now. So, we still have to talk about the fourth episode of... the final episode of... the crossover, The Crisis of Earth X, which happens to be my favorite fight scene of them all, because you see both Flash's fight, you see both Arrow's fight, and you see both Supergirl's fight, all in one fight scene. It's pretty amazing. And so we're going to show the clip on that. We're showing clip after clip after clip today. It's pretty great, isn't it? Alright, so we are going to show that. And my favorite part of the whole, I could not find the clip of her doing this, but my favorite part in the whole fourth episode is when, it's another Easter egg actually.
Oh, it is?
It is. It's when Supergirl is standing outside the bad spaceship, the bad Wave Rider, and tells the general, meaning Overgirl, can you step outside? That is paying tribute to Christopher Reeve's Superman in Superman 2. And I caught that right away. I was like all giddy inside. I was like a boy opening up a Christmas present on Christmas Day. I was like, oh my gosh, I just died! I was excited, you guys. I really was.
I love your passion. That's great.
Oh yeah. We lost the chat. Here it comes back up. Alright. So, but yeah, so this is the last fight scene for the movie, or for the crossover. And like I said, you'll see the Reverse Flash and Flash fight. You'll see both the Fuhrer and Green Arrow fight. You see Overgirl and Supergirl fight, all in one. Talking about really cool stuff now. Oh my gosh. So, without further ado, and we'll let Emiko get on her way, because, you know, I know she's got other stuff she's got to do tonight. So, but, alright. So, how can I get back to the movie trailer screen? Okay. There we go. Alright.
looking for.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Felicia's got it. I'm sending you the source code for the deflector shields.
Yeah, got it. Manual override protocol.
If I am reading this correctly, all you need to do now is...
Hit the big blinking red button.
Got it. Shields are down.
Harry, you think you can handle this bad boy?
Walk in the park, Kazansky.
Where are you going?
Getting our friends off that ship. Count of 10. Hit him with everything we got.
You got it. Come on, Ramon.
Nailed it!
Go on, end it. End it! What's stopping you? I forgot. Barry Allen is above killing. Isn't that right?
Get out of here.
I wonder what face I'll be wearing next time we meet. Flash.
Can't wait.
I'm detecting dangerously high radiation levels.
Disembodied computer voice lady's right. Supergirl X is about to go supernova.
Supergirl, your doppelganger's about to have a meltdown.
What do I do?
You need to fly her up. Up and away. Now. I'm gonna kill you.
I figured it'd take the Man of Steel to catch the Girl of Steel. That and, you know, a tremendous amount of help.
Awesome. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite fight scene this season of any of the shows that I've watched so far. That was just totally mind-blowing for me, especially when Tom Cavanaugh or Henry goes up, and away. I mean, only Tom Cavanaugh, the character that plays Harrison Wells, can deliver that line that way. I mean, it is totally amazing, so awesome. So what do you think about the final episode?
No, I loved all the fight scenes. Watching the Flash reverse Flash in slow-mo. That's really cool to watch.
Oh my gosh.
And everyone fighting.
So doing that, while everybody else was watching that, you said you had a question for me. What's that question?
I did. I thought, if you were to meet your doppelganger, who was the evil one of you,
right,
how would you immediately you had to fight them? What would you do to get your doppelganger?
Well, my doppelganger, you know, if for those who know me or don't know me, actually, I do have a disability. I have cerebral palsy. So basically, I can only use one of my hands. My doppelganger would probably be able to use both hands, and would probably be so arrogant.
No, but wouldn't your doppelganger be just like you?
No,
Okay.
that, you know how,
Okay.
you know, I mean, they're just,
A little different.
They're a little different.
Okay.
So he'd have both hands. He'd be so arrogant. You know, I'd probably kill him with kindness. Oh.
Oh. There you go. That's right.
Now, let's see here. My personal weapon of choice actually would probably be like the nunchucks, like Michelangelo would use from the teenage, you know.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty good with those back in the day. So, you know, that's probably, you know, I'd probably nunchuck him to death and, you know, beat the crap out of him and then kill him with kindness. So, but yeah, I thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. It was so awesome. I mean, we got, what, 3 or 4... Oh, Teddy Bear liked that one. Oh, he did. You see? I got a response out of somebody.
Yeah.
But no, again, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. We got, what, 3 or 4 new followers tonight? I'm going to have women on here more. You can come back anytime you want to.
Oh, thank you. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed being here.
I appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Okay, well, I'll head out. Bye, everybody.
Alright, so we do have one more segment left before we go off the air. And as many of you may or may not know, here, let me get back to, since she's gone, let me get back to the main screen here. It's just me here. Alright, so, what you may or may not know is this past week was the last episodes of the CW shows for a while. So, what they have done is they're bringing in a new superhero show when their shows come back. It's called Black Lightning. Alright? And Black Lightning used to be a superhero, and then he gave it up for a while, and then something happens, and he comes back. He's a principal at a high school because something happens that forces him basically to use his superpowers again. I do have a clip. It's an origin trailer, basically. I believe it's what it's called. Garrett, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about the 12th, the January 12th, and you being on the show. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I can't wait to see you. I appreciate you coming in, Garrett. Mel, whatever you want me to call you. I do appreciate it. So yeah. But we have one last thing for the show, and it's the first look trailer. That's what it is. So we're gonna play that real quick. Yes, sir, he says. Awesome. We're gonna play this clip again real quick. Or again, we're gonna play this clip. See now, with Emiko gone, now I can't even talk. Now it's like, you know. All right, there we go. So this is the first look of Black Lightning. It premieres January 16th. Take a look.
Black Lightning was the savior who kept our streets and our schools safe. He was hope personified. But he was also Jefferson Pierce, my father.
Take me to the edge of what can break me.
on the streets fighting the 100 for years. Let someone else do it. Girls need a father.
Baby, I promise. No more.
From the clutches of my heart that will forsake me.
You two are all me and your mother have. I love you both.
He tried to keep his promise to my mother. Said that he saved more lives as the principal of Garfield High than he ever did as Black Lightning. But without Black Lightning, violence in the streets by the 100 gang multiplied.
Our children are dying in these streets and no one cares.
The anger was just under the surface for all of us. The whole city was ready to explode. He could only bury who he really was for so long.
The city is getting more and more dangerous every moment. I'm just trying to keep you safe.
Excuse me? I'm not afraid of the 100.
Yes, you should be.
Now you just pissed me off.
If you mess with me, my sister, my mother, or the innocent in the city, you're gonna get lit up.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
It was nice.
Hashtag Black Lightning's back.
Sometimes I can come off a little overprotective.
Yes, you.
So yeah, that is Black Lightning. My favorite thing about this is they're bringing another Disney alum into the CW superhero world. And for those who don't know, I'm also a big Disney nut. You have Daniel Panabaker on The Flash, who's got her start basically on the Disney Channel. This one is China Ann McClain, and she was in a TV show called Ant Farm. This girl can sing too, so hopefully maybe next year we'll have another musical for the, it'll be, China and and Melissa and Grant all singing again. That would be so awesome for me, because I love music. But yeah, that debuts January 16th. I'm guessing right after The Flash. So it's pretty cool. It was actually developed back. It started being developed back in September of last year, I believe, is what it said. What I can remember reading. Fox picked it up at first, but they even ordered the pilot episode, or had a pilot production commitment in February of this past year. So it started getting development in September, got picked up by Fox in February, and then somehow down the line they just dropped it. And now the CW picked it up. And I am so glad they did. The guy, Black Lightning himself, is played by Cress Williams. And I already mentioned China Ann McClain as the youngest daughter, and the oldest daughter is being played by Nefessa Williams. Now, I don't know if Cress and Nefessa are both related in real life. I don't know. But yeah, so it all starts. That all starts January 16th on the CW. I cannot wait for that. All right. So, in closing, I appreciate everybody coming in, and if you're in the Lebanon, Warren County area of Ohio next or tomorrow, we have 6 seats left open for tomorrow's screening. One dropped out today, So we have six openings left for the screening tomorrow. If you want to see the Justice League for free, get your picture taken with the Justice League, and get half off concessions. Make sure you stop on by. Also, we have our next show won't be till after Christmas and after New Year. That's on January 12th. We'll be talking Thor and Justice League movies. And then our next show after that will be January 22nd. But in between those shows, we'll be doing, starting January 5th, we'll be doing superhero video game streaming. I'm really excited about that. We'll be playing Injustice 2, we'll be playing Batman Arkham Origins, and in June of next year, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game. I cannot wait for that. I'll also be streaming that as well. Everybody, I hope you have happy, I hope, like I said earlier, I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, whatever it may be, Kwanzaa or whatever. I hope you have happy holidays. I will see you after the new year. And this is the DC Rapper signing off. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.